You're not ready to bleed. Not in the real way. Not in the, I just stabbed myself trying to open a can way. Not in the, he panicked and reached for a knife way. Not in the way that turns your floor red while your hands shake and your mouth forgets how to form words. Because here's the truth. When systems fail, people still bleed. They just die slower. There's no ambulance, no ER, no sterile gloves. Just you, a filthy rag, and a biological countdown you don't even see. You think you'll rise to the occasion. You won't unless you know what to do, how to do it, and when to stop hoping someone else will. This isn't surgery. This is survival. And the rules are different now. Let's walk through them. Before your blood makes the floor slippery, you're bleeding. Not a scratch, not a paper cut, not the kind that gets a kiss and a bandage. This is the kind that makes puddles, the kind that turns your legs into suggestions, the kind that doesn't stop just because you want it to. There's a hole in you that wasn't there 10 minutes ago. And the nearest hospital? It's rubble. Or worse, occupied by people who'd rather finish the job. There's no ambulance coming, no surgeon, no morphine. Just you, a half-stock cabinet, a shaking hand, and a countdown you don't get to see. Let's make this simple. In a collapse, knife wounds are common. And they're lethal. Not because the blade is special, but because the world around it is broken. You think most wounds come from gunfire. They don't. In reality, they come from kitchen accidents during panic looters defending their prize close-range fights with no warning and desperate people you thought were friends. Knife wounds are quiet. They don't echo. They don't announce themselves. They just appear. And you feel warm and weak and tired and stupid all at once. And the part no one tells you? Stab wounds aren't about width. They're about depth. The damage is inside. You don't see it until you collapse, trying to figure out why everything's going gray. Here's the rule. You're not saving a wound. You're buying time for the person attached to it. Let's go clinical. There are 3 ways a knife kills you. Hemorrhage. You lose blood faster than you can replace it. Hypovolemic shock sets in. Your organs don't get oxygen. They shut down. You die. Organ perforation. You don't feel it right away, but something vital starts leaking inside you. You don't even get a second chance. Infection. Collapse means no sterility. That bacteria on the blade, it just found a warm home with no immune system backup. You rot from the inside, slow and painful. Here's the language of wounds. Arteries pump, bright red, rhythmic, fast, veins ooze, dark, slow, but constant. Capillaries seep, annoying but survivable. If it's pulsing, you don't have time. If it's flowing steadily, you still don't have much. Both can kill you. One just does it faster. In collapse, most blades are dirty. So are your hands. So is the water. Adrenaline hides the pain. You think you're fine until you pass out in the hallway. Remember, the blade is already gone. The damage it made is still working. The second blood hits air. Your clock starts. Rule 1. Apply pressure. Grab the cleanest thing you can. Shirt, towel, pad, gauze. Even balled up paper if that's all you have. Fold it thick. Press it hard. Like you're trying to crush a fire. Because that's what you're doing. You're smothering a hemorrhage before it drains your timeline. No peeking. No lifting to check if it's better. It's not better. If it soaks through, stack another layer. Never remove the first. You tear the clot, and you're back to square one, only now you're colder. If it's on a limb, elevate it above the heart. Gravity helps. Use it. If it's the torso, forget elevation. Just press and don't stop. If it's spraying or pulsing, you've got an artery problem. That's when you skip to the next step, because if pressure fails, you need a tourniquet. Now. Here's when to use it. Arterial bleeding that won't stop deep limb wounds. Partial amputations expose muscle and fat, and the blood just won't stop. What you need? A belt, a strip of jeans, a backpack strap, a dog leash. Never wire, never shoelaces. Those slice flesh like a piano wire through a carrot. Wrap it 2 inches above the wound, between the hole and the heart. Tie it down. Now grab anything rigid, a stick, a pen, a wrench. Twist it like a winch. until the bleeding stops, not slows, not dribbles. Stops. It's going to hurt. A lot. That's how you know it's working. Now write the time. Blood on the wall. Sharpie on skin. Scratched into metal. You've got 2 hours. After that, the limb starts to die. Collapse logic. You save the life now. You will worry about the leg later. A tourniquet trades a limb for a life. Choose the life. There is no sterile. Your hands are dirty. Your shirt is dirty. Your water is dirty. But you still clean the wound because the alternative is worse. Flush it. Boiled water, cooled bottled water, tap. Only if desperate. Let it pour. A steady stream, not a trickle. You're rinsing out fibers, dust, microbes, and despair. If you have saline, use it. Hydrogen peroxide? Once, to bubble out debris. Then, never again. It eats good tissue. No bleach, no alcohol, no fire. This isn't a movie. You're not disinfecting a surface. You're flushing a battlefield. You're not cleaning a wound. You're evicting everything trying to live in it. A stab wound is a tunnel. If you don't fill it, it keeps bleeding inside where you can't see. You need sterile gauze, clean gauze. The cleanest cloth you've got, rip it into strips. Start at the bottom. Push it in. Gently, firmly, strip by strip. Layered like you're stuffing a haunted turkey. Too loose? You bleed out. Too tight? You kill tissue. Aim for firm but forgiving, like a mediocre handshake. If the wound goes through, you pack both sides, front and back. Now cover it. Big dressing. Tape it down with anything. Duct tape, medical, even layers of bandage. Wrap it tight. You'll feel wrong doing this. You'll want to stop. Do not stop. A knife hole won't close on its own. You have to become the stitches. You live through the blade. Now you fight what comes after. Infection kills slow and ugly. What you want? Amoxicillin, doxycycline, cephalexin. Take them like your life depends on it, because it does. Don't skip. Don't stop early. No antibiotics. Honey. Real honey. Raw. Not the bare bottle corn syrup. Spread it on the wound before dressing. It suffocates bacteria. Science backs it. So does desperation. Garlic paste? Maybe. Won't win awards. Might win you another day. If the wound turns red, hot, swollen, or starts to smell, you're losing the fight. The knife was the first attack. Infection is the second. You're doing everything right. And then you collapse. Shock doesn't care about your effort. Signs: pale, cold skin. Shallow breathing, confusion. Racing pulse. Sweating like ice water down your spine. If you notice it in yourself, it might be too late. Get flat, legs up, blankets, coats, keep warm. Sip water, slowly. Don't move, don't argue. You're trying to keep the lights on with half a fuse box. Shock kills quietly. The wound just gives it the excuse. Survival isn't a miracle. It's a checklist. Stop the bleeding. Clean the hole. Packet fight infection. Watch for shock. Your body is trying to save you. Platelets build clots. Your immune system deploys white blood cells like soldiers. Your brain reroutes blood to the core. You just have to not get in the way. If you survive 10 minutes, your odds rise. If you survive 1 hour, they double. If you last the day, you're a freak statistic. But here's the truth. You either stabilize early or you don't stabilize at all. In a world with no help, survival is just the art of not dying yet. If you were stabbed tonight, could you stop your own bleeding? Would you know where to press? Or would you panic and watch yourself fade? Could you keep someone alive when their blood hits the floor? Like the video, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this with someone who still thinks help is guaranteed. Our other breakdowns should be appearing on your screen now. Watch them next, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new briefing.